Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're just we're playing around with Meld again. We're just testing, basically going live on Twitch as well as the tubes. So hopefully this will all kind of work out. Yo, Eric, you're a madman. You're an absolute madman. I don't know how your tush is taking that, man. It's it's crazy. I got like a half hour. I'm on the exact opposite spectrum here. I'm here for like a half hour workout, and that's probably it. And that's my week, and just kind of test out the old Meld. See how that's working. Apparently, I can't log into the YouTube chat. So I've had to do that with a pop out. They said they had the multi-chat, but they don't. Or it won't let you log into YouTube. I don't know why. But that is neither here nor there. Here you can see is my TrainerRoad workout for the day. 30 minutes. It is low key, big time low key. Three more laps and you're out. Well, it's about, I don't know where you're at now. When I was watching, you were at lap, I want to say like 30 or 40, so. Way more than you need to get the achievement. Like I said, we're just going pretty low key today. Looks like I have to adjust that camera. Maybe. Oh no, it's just because I got things selected. I got this giant blue box around. Unless that's streaming. I don't know. New streaming software. That's why we only do the Sunday streams that are pretty chill. Yeah, for sure, man. Well, he definitely earned it. So far today, I've just eaten. Like I said, we're just jumping on the bike for a quick half. Test out some of this stuff. And then zracing on Monday, as is tradition. I mean, this will work with the pop out, I guess. Hey, James. We're just chilling. Yeah, Meld. So for those of you who don't know, Meld is like a streaming software, very similar to OBS. It's kind of built from the ground up. I think it's coming from a place where it's like they want it to be easy for users to use, which it most definitely is. And getting things like this glow, which takes some plugins and monkeying around with OBS. It's like a one-button click, so it's quite intuitive. I know you were talking Star Wars on your stream, Eric. And you can even make yourself look like a Force ghost, where you're kind of all blue and stuff. I mean, they've done a really good job. I mean, it's early in its development. My main stream is still OBS. I've ported most of my stuff over, but even doing things like, I want to say, rounding corners is a big thing. That's kind of been part of the test. It's not been a huge amount from what I can tell. It's pretty stable. You got to remember I'm on Mac, so Mac has some issues with OBS at times. This is one of the few streaming softwares that is developed in Silicon for Mac. So, and I mean, they have the Windows version as well, but they seem to have done a good job. I was testing out, because it has both horizontal and vertical. You can stream multi, so a stream I did a couple weeks ago was streamed to YouTube Shorts and to the regular YouTube streaming, so you could watch it with the vertical layout, which was custom to vertical, or kind of what you see now. And it did a pretty good job. I mean, I haven't really run into, knock on wood, a ton of issues yet. It's just there's some things that I like that don't necessarily work as well in this. One of them is playing videos. If I were to add all the videos that I have after my races, I would have to take all those videos, edit them, and activate a couple green screens squares afterwards, because it doesn't close it. I mean, it's a pretty minor thing, but again, like anybody that streams and has spent a long time dialing their setup, you know what I'm talking about. It's just all that work to another platform is a lot of work, and you want it to work as well as it does on your other platform. Like, yeah, that is also not working. Which I'm not sure why, but oh, no big deal. I have to work on that. It is what it is. And this workout feels like it's going to be over before it even starts. And I saw Evil Steph on your stream there, Eric, doing what Evil Steph does, which is crazy stuff. The man puts in more mileage than anybody I know. .390 to 510. Hey, Colin. I think I'm racing whatever, I guess. I don't know. I haven't looked. Have they changed the slots again? Is that what's going on? I haven't really put a ton of thought into it. Not in that part of my day. I've got to edit this week's video, which is how to do your hydraulic brakes, because those of you who watch on a regular basis know that I did a massive descent with no brakes, not on purpose. It just happened to be no pad left. So, oh, they did. Well, I have to take a look. I don't even know where I'm at, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see where it lines with everybody, kind of thing. Miguel might be up there. Miguel's done really, really well the last little bit. And I see, Colin, you got a new video up, which I'll probably watch after this, doing zracing, which is good. Yeah, this workout's gonna feel like nothing. TrainerRoad didn't like that I did, I wanna say, almost 80K yesterday. Didn't seem to like that very much. Wasn't part of the plan. A good chunk of it was pretty low key. But then, you know, the front end and the back end were. So usually what happens is I'll ride out to meet up with people. So I will ride at a pace that I like. Who's that beast guy? Which beast guy? Oh, hey Steph. You are a beast. You are an absolute beast. Yeah, so I'll ride out at pace and then I'll join up and then I will ride at the pace of whoever I'm riding with. Sometimes that kills me. Sometimes it's pretty reasonable. Yesterday was reasonable. And then on the way back, I will pick it up again. So TrainerRoad didn't like that. At the end of the day, I kind of want to put 100K in to upgrade the bike for Monday's race, but we're not going to do that. I said it's going to be pretty short. I'm just kind of testing to see where things will go. If Mel gets this whole multi-user chat going, that might be enough to make me switch. While I have both chats on OBS, kind of like I have it now, although I like the layout of things better. And speaking of which, TrainerRoad knows what I should be doing probably better than I do. TrainerRoad is good at stopping me from being me, which is problematic. When you're young and you're impulsive, it's fine. So if you're like Eric and you impulsively jump on the bike for 8+ hours like a madman, you're probably going to be okay. Whereas me, I will impulsively do things like that, but it's probably not the best. All right, let's do this. Get this all working. There we go. Oh, look at that, Miguel got one. Classic Games, Mick, Andrew, Jason, all of you, congratulations on getting your free membership to the channel for the month. Now, I'll be watching that video later as well, James. I went out this morning, I was looking to get a bigger ride desk, and IKEA had this kind of podium thing. It was bigger, but bigger like this way, which doesn't do me any good. Oh, there you go. Yeah, YouTube has channel memberships, and I mean, I just have a few emotes and stuff like that. It's just a way that people, it's kind of like subscriptions in Zwift. As Miguel said, I think there's an option that you have to allow to get gifts in order for it to happen. So, wasn't planned, just so I was in the race last minute. Nice. Yeah, it's always fun. Race with people that you know. That, and I was riding with Josh on the weekend and talking about a couple things about crit racing, Canmore crit. Ryan was nice enough to send me all the information. He's dropping the hard subtle hints. So I think we might do the big Canmore crit in the mountains, which should be fun yet terrifying. It's a course that suits me, though, to be honest. I just need to get my license for the year, I guess, is all it comes down to. Almost hit by a Jaguar. Why is it people with expensive cars that tend to be the biggest douchebags? Don't know. It's not good, though. Yeah, I haven't been vlogging outside or anything like that. I'm gonna give away 5 more. There we go. Colin Coates, road cyclist Rob. Outlaw of 8s and Brent. All good stuff. Jackpot. So that's the nice thing, is you get the colored name in chats and the little badge, so you get a little bit of swagger compared to everybody else. Between that and the betting with the bet bot, you know, you can high roll it for sure. The other thing is, I was going to say about TrainerRoad, Miguel, is TrainerRoad knows that I race tomorrow on Zwift, because they added that about 2 months ago, where you could, as part of your training plan, indicate to it where you're doing weekly races on Zwift, and it would take that into consideration. So it's probably what it's actually doing is that it is taking a good look at that. But like you said, it's what does it know? Half the time I ignore it. I mean, this is so chill. I mean, the fact that I'm talking to you guys, you know it's chill. Normally it's heads down and heavy breathing, and that's about it. So anybody else racing today? I was going to ask you guys too about crit racing, if we can get some crits, whether that is jumping in on somebody's crit or just having an open crit race. Who's down for that? I would like to kind of get like almost like ladder racing, but like fours and fours and fours, like teams of fours, and go from there. Call them 4x4s. No racing today. What are you talking about? You only did 200 kilometers stuff. You just warmed up. You're just getting started. You're probably not even breathing heavy. You're probably just like, whatever. This is Sunday. It's my rest day. 200 kilometers. You have club ladder tomorrow? Nice, nice. Yeah, I've been lucky. I was lucky last week with your stuff, Colin. Like, normally I can't watch anything at work unless I'm on break, but you had a couple races that aligned with my my lunch, so Eric's about to do radio tower. Oh my God. No, Eric, don't. I mean, I was that close to unsubscribing because you were talking about something about more than 3 Star Wars movies, which I don't know where that comes from, because only 3 exist. I mean, all you had to start talking about was maybe Star Trek, and then I would have completely lost my mind, but don't do that to yourself, man. I've been considering it since I stuck on my 5-minute power. Can't seem to get fast 4 watts then again. I don't know if there's a podium in me tomorrow. It's the volume's picked up a lot. Had it been a nice day today, I wouldn't have listened to TrainerRoad, and today would have probably been another 75 to 100 kilometers. So it would have been like, you know, almost 300 kilometers in 2-3 days kind of thing. Not like Steph, not 216 kilometers in one Sunday morning on the trainer, which I think is worse. I will say this, riding outside, man, it feels so much better than being planted on this thing. May the 4th be with you. There we go. Maybe I'll wear the Stormtrooper helmet tomorrow. Then I definitely won't win because I won't be able to see. And I'll probably just, you know, hyperventilate because it's not the best for breathing. I think you guys may have seen it for those tiny races when I was not Doom Guy. Oh man, why can't every ride be like this? It's so chill. This is how races should be until like the last 2 kilometers. I will say that when I was editing that ZRL video, that first race, that was really how I like races to go. I mean, it was, and again, that was all thanks to Miguel and his epic attack. Just allowed us to be a bunch of lazy guys. But in that last 2 kilometers, it picked up for sure. Oh, today is May the 4th. I'm just totally out at it today. Been busy organizing. We're back to sticky rice packets for pre-ride kind of meals. So we've loaded up on those. Overall, good times. See, and that's awesome. See, I am, after this, I'm probably still 80 kilometers away from my next upgrade. Also in the finals, you guys, racing Moore versus Peeps. Not like it's season 1+2. Yeah. Like I said, I think our biggest mistake as a team, they like to seed based on time trials, which is not good for us because we're good at time trials as a team, and then it bumps us up into a category where it's like, holy. You know, I was going through the footage like of our season before, and like I was getting dropped on the climb. Miguel got dropped, like everybody got dropped on the climb. It's like, wow, we just absolutely got smashed that first time through Danger Noodle. It's just, yeah, like I said, ZRL is just another level up at the end of the day. Although, I will bitch about their organization for the this whole weigh-in, for lack of a better term, bullshit. Like I weighed in on the finals, I videotaped it, I did it with the weights, blah, blah, blah. Not exactly to their protocol, because I didn't know what the hell their protocol was. But I don't think they really care, other than showing that, you know, your scale's accurate with weight. And you do the best you can. Like even Miguel and I were joking about the height, because in measuring myself for the height with the bathroom mirror and a book and trying to make it look like reasonable, like I lost an inch. Not that that matters. I think what they're worried about is when you're super big and tall and you're saying you're smaller, because my understanding in Zwift is the smaller you are, the better your aero advantage is. So some teams gaming the system too, going easy into seating race. Yeah. Not a shock either. Yo, Darren, how's it going? You've been racing fantastic, my man. You've been killing those climbs. You've been doing so well, my man. You're doing awesome. Yeah, it's I don't know. There was some chatter as well about them changing the way they seed teams and all that kind of stuff and how they place teams, but who knows? Oh, thanks. That's my buddy. That's Joe Capobianco. He comes out of sort of like New York area. Capo Girls, airbrush artist, fantastic guy. Yeah, I love Joe's work. My favorite part, which you probably can't see, is bats. Bats for tattoo artists are lucky. So I got my bats on my back. It's yeah, I don't wear cutoffs that often, so you don't see much. All my tattoos are pretty much concealed. And I always used to say, like, when you did your tattoo apprenticeship back in the day, it's like, when you get tattooed, make sure you can throw on a suit, so you can show up a bank, and nobody knows any different. Yeah, I don't know if that's what everybody wants to see, man. But yeah, it's that's as far down as I go on any part of my body, kind of thing. This is about the only part that ever shows out of anything that I have. So, but yeah, you know, I love Joe. Joe does fantastic work. That's why he gets to use me as a canvas. Wow, that was quick. How's TrainerRoad treating you? This is so easy. Nothing at all. That was literally nothing at all. You still riding, Eric, or are you done? Teleport to radio tower? Why? Because I don't like my life? No, that's my workout for the day, Miguel. That was it. Oh, you just finished. Well, awesome job, man. I just went to Bernie to see if you were still chilling there. JD is not going to do radio tower. JD, even on a fresh day, doesn't climb. I will more than happy teleport to radio tower if somebody's at the top, and then I will ride all the way down. I'm good for that. All right, so if I was crazy, I was like, and if I let the impulsive things in my head go wild, I'd be like, okay, well, Eric did 8 hours. That means I've got 7.5 to go. But that's not how this world works. Not my world anyways. And treated it like the Clyde. Nice. Yeah, it's I will say this, like there are some, if you look at my numbers from yesterday's ride, there were a couple spots, like I think there's one kicker, I think we were doing like 950 up it, pretty good. I set a 5-second power record outside, which is better, which is just like I said, it's I have these impulsive moments when I ride sometimes. Yeah. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. There shall be no climbing. What is your problem with TrainerRoad? I'm very curious, Darren, because TrainerRoad, it wants you to maximize what you're doing, and I know a lot of people don't like it because it's like today is a half-hour workout, and it doesn't feel like you're pushing a lot. On the app, it's not suggesting any workouts. On Zwift app, it's okay. So if you jump on, problem with TrainerRoad, the app's not suggesting any workouts on Zwift app. So what you got to do is you got to start a training plan. If you haven't done a training plan on Zwift, you go in and answer all the questions, you give it a date, make it ongoing, whatever the case may be. If you don't do that, it'll end. So a good example of that for me is like currently in about a little more than a month after nationals, gravel nationals, my training plan completely stops. My training plan completely revolves around gravel nationals. You cannot do a training plan. Why can't you do a training plan? Okay, so you can, but what you have to do is you have to go in and tell it that you're doing a 3-week tour and what the days are. It will work around that stuff. So it's unfortunate I'm not on OBS because I have OBS set up to showcase what the hell I'm actually doing. Maybe we're going to try and add something on the fly here. So we're going to open up TrainerRoad, hopefully not crash the system, and then I entered the races manually. Okay. That's fine, but it might not like that too much. Dun, dun, dun. You're just gonna have to excuse me. TrainerRoad is loading up, so once that loads up, I will try to throw it on the screen here and not completely crash everything. And if it does, I apologize. But that's just how we're kind of rolling today. As you can see, I'm not even paying attention to the pace partner anymore. All right. Ta-ta-ta. I don't know how all this looks for you guys, but there we go. Hopefully you can see that. So if you go to the calendar, and mine will end, like I said, we got adaptions pending already. Oh, what is going on? There we go. Let me bring chat back up. You do. Imagine that stuff. Okay, so you can see I have completely blown my training plan. There's a lot of yellow days in there. So you can see mine's resets after Nationals. So Nationals are on June 16th. I expect about 5 hours in that race, and it's going to be interesting to say the least. Yeah, I've got the Casper glow, Noah. So everything's set up for me to do Nationals. Lucky for me, Nationals is age-based. So while I start with everybody, it is, I am only racing against guys that are basically 55 to 60 years old. So it's good. I'm still going to get my ass absolutely handed to me, but that's okay. I know the course is right by me. I've cycled it 1,000 times. I have home field advantage in that. It's going to suck. But all my training revolves around that. So you can see what TrainerRoad does. It every Monday it has the Zwift race in there, the duration, and it builds it in. And then it goes from there. But you can do it, you can set it up so it's a regular routine, or you can set it up where you have something in mind. So again, Nationals here, everything that happened for the last 6 months revolves around that race. And I've been sticking pretty religiously to it. The plan adapts as we kind of go through stuff. You can see it'll adapt. No, it was part of, when you set up your training plan, you can add it in there. That is a weekly thing. So mine was set weekly. And that was an adjustment they made, I think about a month ago. They allowed you to do that. Now, keep in mind, take her easy, Miguel. Darren, that I also have the beta stuff, so things that are being tested I have running on my TrainerRoad, so you might not have it. I gave a hard race on Wednesday and Thursday. It had me do 3:12. It knows, man, it knows. Like, you can see like how much yellow is coming up for me. And I feel like I'm not going hard enough, but it's trying to let me know, like, it's not necessarily you're doing anything wrong, Darren. It's just, it's getting used to you, right? So you can see it's adapting all sorts of stuff. So it's dropping stuff down. And I mean, for me, I feel like it's not going hard enough, but it knows it's, you know, like here's the thing is, you could expect in TrainerRoad, there are times that you are going to fail the workouts. And when I mean fail, I mean you cannot physically finish them. The questionnaire at the end is ever so important. If you don't answer that honestly, TrainerRoad is going to beat the absolute living shit out of you. Yeah, if you haven't done a TrainerRoad workout in a week, that's not necessarily good. It will track stuff, but it's definitely not the same. You can see on mine, it's like 4 times a week is what we're at. 5 if you include Zwift, because that's part of the plan. But you can also see, so that's the week that I just done. I'm in my specialty phase. You can see that all my weight training is tracked, my Zwift racing, my warm-up, all that kind of stuff. It shows the workout, like for example on the Tuesday, Coliseum 3, that is a TrainerRoad workout. We are following it. Then there's some unplanned things like an evening ride, which was like, honestly, that's just me going to the grocery store. Again, weight training, although it looks like on Thursday I forgot to put my sets in. If I walk, it's in there. If I run, it's in there. Everything's in there. And then you can see I was scheduled for a half-hour endurance ride on Saturday, which I didn't do. I did a 3-hour ride instead, which it didn't like. So now we are yellow, and that's why today was halfable. Can I get a suitable plan till Monday the 12th? It's probably like you have a base phase is kind of what it is. I would say no. What I would do though, Darren, is if you click on TrainerRoad and go train now, it'll recommend something. And you can push those to it. Just add it to the calendar. So if you add it to the calendar, if you add something in here, if you go, we'll go back, I'll go to a day that isn't occupied and further down. If we can actually move this down. So if you go here, you can see a little pop-up on the side. It'll have all stuff. Just hit that suggest TrainerRoad now. Now when you hit that, it'll come up. And then you can just add it to the calendar. Like I said, you can do that on any day. The nice thing is there is a ton of filters on it. So if we go down here, you can click on, another way to do it is you just add workout and then go by filters, right? So you know it's endurance, you know you want to do, you don't want to go too hard. You want to do endurance. You want to do sustained power, which is kind of a pain in the ass on the trainer, or you want to go bursts, your duration, it's all customizable. So that is the best way to do it for the 8 days. Take her easy, Steph. Thanks for dropping in. So at the end of the day, that's kind of how it's going to look for you. For the next 8 days, I would just do train now. It's gonna take that in, but make sure you have your races in your calendar, and it will take that into consideration. I mean, 8 days prior, I mean, you should be looking at, like, let's go to the week before. Like you can see that my workouts get really short. Like that Sunday becomes a half hour. And that is an opener, basically, for nationals. So I have a half-hour opener the day before. We've got Sweet Start on the Saturday, but we are doing endurance all the time before then. Do endurance. Like with 8 days, all you're doing is keeping your legs moving, I mean, some of your endurance rides can be higher wattage rides in the sense that, you know, if your FTP, and I should actually probably check out my FTP for a second, it will base a lot of your stuff on that. So this will be interesting as well, because I don't feel like I've performed particularly well the last little bit. Yeah, you see, and that's the thing too, is if you're sick there and you don't want to be pushing it either. You just want to roll your legs to keep them moving, but you don't want to be putting on your stress on your system that you're not about to recover at the end of the day. So you can see my training plan went from December 9th, when I got back from Malaysia, to June 29th. That's my whole thing. And I'm currently in the specialty phase of it. So if you go to your career page, you will see that there. It is better if you have a long run-in. That way you can establish routine and all that kind of stuff. 8 days isn't going to be enough for it. But, oh, still up to date. I thought it was 28 days. Huh. Next FTP in 10 hours. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. Right, yeah, I think that is the best plan, Darren. Is that, like I said, set it up once you've done the tour. Set it up, long-term goals. If you've got something you're working towards, work towards it. If you don't have any specific race, I would just go on something like an FTP builder and do that. And then add things in as they sort of come about at the end of the day. But yeah, should work out pretty good. But I think that is it for me, because I need to adhere a little better to my training plan. I've gone about 20 minutes over what TrainerRoad wanted me to ride today. So we're gonna park this bike at the end of the day. Yeah, for now, definitely do the train now, dude. It's it takes into consideration everything that's kind of going on. And like I said, when you can do that, and then you can set some parameters, like if you want to do a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, you can definitely do that, and it will definitely make a difference. You as well, Eric. You were a rock star today, my dude. That was one heck of a ride that you did. Yeah, we're all good. We're all zone 2. Very, very shortly peaked up into zone 3, which is good. And that's it. We're done. I don't know if there is anybody else on. If you're hanging out and you're looking for stuff to watch, obviously Eric did a huge stream. At the very least, head over there, give him a thumbs up, give him a like. Colin did some Z-racing. Go over, check that out as well. Darren had some great races during the week. I think it was Tuesday's race that was the big one. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember, Darren. Correct me in the chat. But you've got, you had a hell of a performance in there. I recommend that you go watch Darren's stream of that. It was an amazing Thursday's race. It was an amazing race, and it was awesome to watch. I think you actually had 2 really good races this week, because I forgot myself. There was two, because you were racing a bit. Absolutely fantastic. So, Surrey Hills, there we go, Thursday morning. Check those out. I will be here racing tomorrow. The pre-stream icon should be up, so make sure to check that out. And we will catch you all later. And that's Meld for you.